Hey, it's Megan, also known as Reading with Hot Chocolate. Welcome back to my channel. If you have been here before, if you have not, welcome, you found me. Today I am going to be reviewing Cassandra Clare and The Secrets of Blackthorn Hall. What makes this book super fun and super special is that it was actually part of a Kickstarter campaign that she did. And this is one of 4 books that we will get with that Kickstarter. And it was so fun because we have found that Julian has inherited Blackthorn Hall from his aunt. So him and Emma go over because he wants to restore Blackthorn Hall, which if you have read any or all of the Shadowhunter series, Blackthorn Hall has a bit of a problem. It's pretty much in ruin. The Shadowhunters who have lived there in the past have had many issues, and we see them in the earlier series part of the Shadowhunter universe. So the new generation of Shadowhunters, Julian has decided that he's going to move there. Him and Emma are going to fix it up, and that'll be a place for his siblings and for everybody to live. He really underestimated how bad the shape was of Blackthorn Hall. Someone should have probably clued him into like the Victorian era issues so that he would have been better prepared. But hey, here he is. So while Emma is there, she's, going around looking at stuff that's been left behind, and she finds Tatiana Lightwood's journals. So we know a little bit about Tatiana Lightwood, so only bad could come from her finding these journals. And it takes you on a little bit of a ride. I'm not going to give any of it away in case people haven't gotten to it yet. But I will tell you that those journals are not just journals, because nothing in the Shadowhunter universe is just anything. What was really fun about this book is it gave us little touch points with like all of our characters that we've met over the entire series, which, for reference, takes up, let's see if I can show you without knocking everything over. Takes up this whole shelf this way, and then this shelf from here over there. So it's quite a journey. If you have not delved into the world of the Shadowhunters, I highly recommend it. Because you get touch points in this book. You got to see Magnus, you got to see Alec and Jace and Clary a little bit. You also got Tessa, which Tessa is a lot of people's favorite, so we like to see and hear from Tessa. And you get to kind of see what's coming next. There is one more book, according to Cassandra Clare's website, for the Shadowhunter series to wrap it all up and move on to the next thing. And I could feel that. I was like, things are happening even in this book that are coming to the newest generation of Shadowhunters. Along with Tatiana's journals, we find out that there is a ghost haunting Blackthorn Hall. And a lot of the journey for Emma and for Julian is finding out who is haunting Blackthorn Hall, how do we get rid of this ghost, and why are they haunting Blackthorn Hall? Because, like I said before, it is never just that simple for the Shadowhunters. There's always something deeper going on, and them being able to dig around and find out what. They, of course, call Magnus, because you can't have a Shadowhunter's ghost problem without Magnus to do some of his, witchy things that he can do as a warlock, and it's just fantastic. I love these characters, and when I read on her website that there's one last book, I was like, no, I'm not ready to let them go. They've been with me for so long, but everything must come to an end at some point. We do get a glimpse into the Fae realm. The people helping restore the house come from Fae, and they are very sassy and they're a lot of fun. Get a little trip to Fae to kind of learn some things, so they're still there. We still have the Fae around, and we have the Seelie and the Unseelie court. Those things are still happening. Then we get to a spot, and it's not a spoiler, but I'm gonna tell you, when I got to this part in this book, I got to the end, and all I wrote down in my reading journal was, who the hell is Jamie? Because they reference this Jamie character. He has a whole thing at the end of the book, and I don't remember there being a Jamie anywhere in all of those books that are up there. So that must be kind of one of the new characters that's going to be introduced in this last book. And I think we're going to spend a lot of time in Fae, and I think a lot of things are going to be crazy, and I'm super excited. If you missed out on this Kickstarter, I'm sorry, because it is done and over, and if you missed out on it, you have missed out. You may find them for resale somewhere else, but it's so good. It just gave you a nice little touch point to tide you over until the next full book comes out in the series. So if you have never read the Shadowhunters series, I would recommend reading them in publication order, because there's really cool surprises that won't make as much sense and won't be nearly as cool for you if you read them in chronological order. So that's just my tidbit for if you decide to delve into the Shadowhunters universe, because it's a commitment and you got to be ready for it. But I suggest reading them in pub order. Some people like to read them chronologically. However you want to dive in, go for it. It is a fun world. Stick with it. It's worth it, I promise. It may feel overwhelming at times because there are so many books, but it is a fantastic universe, and I love living in it. I'm gonna be sad when it's gone, but there's plenty of other books out there. She's still writing. She's writing adult fantasy books now, so that's exciting. But I gave this 4 hot chocolates. I don't think I said that yet. I gave this 4 hot chocolates. Why hot chocolates? Because my username is Reading with Hot Chocolate. Of course, I'm not rating in stars. So I gave The Secrets of Blackthorn Hall 4 hot chocolates. And sorry if you missed out on the Kickstarter, because you're missing out on some fun. Let me know if you got in on that Kickstarter and what your thoughts are on The Secrets of Blackthorn Hall. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe so that you know when I post new reviews or bookstore tours or whatever I may be doing that's book related. And I'll see you again soon.